Good afternoon, everyone. This is James coming to you at 3:30 for Dividend Stock Talk. We're going to talk about dividend stocks and how we can get a nice weekly or monthly income investing in dividend stocks. It is 3:30, Friday, March 31st. Where did the year go? Oh my goodness. Just like a little while ago, it was the beginning of the year. Now we're at the end of March, which is officially the end of the first quarter. So tomorrow, Saturday, or Monday, because no trading on the weekends. Monday represents the first day of the second quarter. So the first quarter we ended up with a huge bang, but that's most likely attributed by the president coming into the new office, a new administration, someone who's never been in politics before. The stock market just went crazy. All our returns went through the roof, and it's just unrealistic to think that's going to continue. But if it does, that's great. Okay, let's jump right on into it. I'm going to quickly take a look at where we are with the positions. This is my dividend on steroids account. We're only up 16.5% for the first quarter. 16.5% is pretty darn good for one quarter. We only got 3 positions here, and we got a nice big chunk of money sitting there waiting to be invested. So we're going to do that next week. And let's take a look at what we're here to look at. We got 29 minutes left before the market closes. We took a look at these last night, and frankly, everything looks great except for maybe 1 or 2. So we're going to take a look at those 1 or 2 and find out what we're looking at. Okay, the one we were concerned with was ABBV because it wasn't going where we wanted it to. So let's quickly take a look and wrap up on that one. And it looks like it's down again today. Basically going sideways for the whole year, staying within the range of 59 and 64. Right now she's trading in a trading range of 65. All right, it looks like the new trading range, and you get support right here in the 65 area. But what do we have for our positions? We have, I don't like doing that. I like doing it this way better. Click on the trades here. We got the 65.5 and the 66. That one is so far out that it's not even worth looking at anymore. So we lost all the money we made on that one. Now you can't win them all, but when we do win, it's pretty lovely. You know, it's kind of funny. For every one I lose, I have to win 3 in order to make up for the one loss. So it looks like we only lost on 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 out of 10. All right, so it looks like we lost on ABBV. We're not going to get into that one this week. We might look at it again next week, the beginning of next week, because we had 3 down days in a row, and it looks like it might be support right here in the 65 area. So we might do a 64.5, 65 spread for next week. Just roll over into that one and see how that looks. So let's take a quick look at it and see what it does look like. ABBV, and that's basically worthless today. So get out of that one. And we got 7 days for this one. And what did I say? 64.5, 65? 64.5, 65. We could look at that one, but before we do that, let's see what seasonality looks like. Seasonality on this. Ooh, it looks very good. ABBV, see that? This is where we are now. This is what we can look at for the next couple of weeks. So I think I will do that one. Let's do 20 contracts on that for next week. And if we make this one, see, the most we can make is 300 off of this. But we're going to put up 730. So this is like a 45% return. Okay. And she filled. How nicely. Okay, let's get back to where we were. So we just bought ABBV for next week. Let's get back to where we were. Checking out ABT, which is next on our list. ABT. Abbott Labs. Abbott Labs is a good company. They've been around for years, also decades, maybe even centuries. I really don't know. Really don't care, to tell you the truth. Because I'm looking for cash flow. I really don't. Some of the details don't really thrill me because I'm looking at what the software says, what the fundamentals say, and then I will look at everything else. But other than what they do, who, I really don't care. As long as the numbers work. I'm a numbers kind of guy. If the numbers work, I'm all for it. Okay, so ABT starts the year at 41, all over the place, as you can see. She hits a low in the end of June at 36. The high she hit twice at 40, almost 46. She hits it here once in August. Then she drops back down to 37. Then she back up to the high again. And now she's in a slow, steady downturn or downtrend at this moment in time. Now, where are we with ABT, Abbott Labs? We had Abbott Labs at 44, 44 and a half. And she's at 44.58. So as long as she says where she is or goes up, she can even come down to 44.50. As long as she ends up at 44.50 or higher, we make our 40% on that one. Okay, that's good. ACN, which is Accenture Limited. Never heard of them. Don't know what they do. This one is another trading range between 119 and it looks like 112. So she's in this range from the beginning of the year all the way up until the mid-February, where she settles into a range of 120. Okay, ACN. What are we looking at on ACN? 118, 119. Don't even have to look at that one. She's so far in the money on this one. So that's good. But ABT, we got to check that before we leave, because that's only 8 cents, 8 or 9 cents to go when we SOL on that one. Okay, AET, what are they looking like? AET basically goes sideways for a little bit. Here we go, 114 range, jumps up, hits another range of 119. Right around election time, she makes the low of the year at 104. Then, after old Donny Boy gets elected, she jumps from 104 and hits the high of the year of 136. That's a $32 move, which is a 30% move in less than a month, which is pretty darn good. So apparently you got a $30 move, 30%, and then a lot of profit taken, which seems to have ended at the end of January. From there, she went back up into the trading range where she is now at 127. And where are we on AET? AET, we're coming in at 125, 127. So it has to stay above 127. We can make all our money. Yay. Okay, so it's 127.38. She stays where she is, goes up, even comes down a little bit. We're good to go. So we're in the money on that one. That's great also. AMT, here we go. AMT's at 121 at the moment, but she starts the year. Is that American Tower Corporation? Real Estate Investment Trust? Delightful. Starts the year off in a trading range of 104. Beginning of June, she jumps up to another trading range of 114, goes sideways right until, look at that, election time. Here's one stock. You don't see it very often, but you do see it. This is one stock that went from 113 and drops down to 103. That's $10. It's a 10% drop because of the new election. She goes sideways for 3 months. And then from the beginning of February, she shoots up to the new high of 121, where she is now. AMT, she's at 121.66 now. And we get the 118, 119, so not even bother looking at that anymore. She's so far into the money, we don't even need to worry about it. AXP, American Express. Gotta love American Express. Don't leave home without it. Okay, American Express starts the year on a trading range around 65, 59 to 65, a trading range. She goes sideways for quite a bit. Right towards the end of October, she gaps up from 60 to 67, goes sideways for a bit, right to the election. She goes from 67 up to the high of the year of 81. Okay, she's in a trading range now, right around 79.80. And where are we on this one? We're at 78.50 right here. See that? 78.50. So as long as she's above 78.50, we're good to go. She's at 79.30, so we're good to go on that one. Now we're looking at EOG. EOG Resources. Doesn't tell me what they do, but EOG. Here we go. EOG starts out with a low of the year of 71, jumps up to a trading range of 80, goes sideways for about 3 months, jumps up to another trading range of 92, right around election time, she goes from 92 up to a third trading range of 104, where after a couple of months of trading around 104, she makes a slow decline to trade where she is now at 97. Okay, 97.80 to be exact. Now let's look at EOG. What do we look like here? Okay, we look at 94, 94 and a half. Whoa, gotta love this one. Don't have to look at this anymore. She looks lovely. All right, out of there. TJX. I'm gonna put it in there, but we don't have any options on TJX. It's just one of those stocks that we shorted. Probably shouldn't have. She basically goes sideways for the whole year in a trading range of 74 to 79 at $5 trading range. Look at that. Now you buy at 70. You know what I mean? Sell at 79. You buy at 75, sell at 78, buy at 75, sell at 78, buy at 75, all the way up and down all year long. So she's in the trading range right now, 79, but we needed to drop down to 75 so we can get back out of it. I want to get out of it. All right. TOL is the last one TOL is the next one we're going to look at. TOL. Toll Brothers Incorporated. I don't know what they do. So Toll Brothers. Wow, she's in a trading range between 26 and 29 for almost the whole year, right up until the beginning of December. Then she jumps up to a trading range of 31, goes that way for 3 months, and then gaps up to 33 and continues to rise to the trading range of 36 where she is now, 36.20. And Toll Brothers, we are at 35, 35 and a half, way into the money. Don't need to look at them anymore. See that? 35, 35 and a half. We got our money out for that one. Okay, we're out of there. VZ, which is Verizon. VZ. Now, Verizon's been in the trading range for a long time, between 53 and 49. Okay, she drops out of the 49 range and gets to the 48, where she is now, towards the end of the year last year. And where are we with Verizon? Okay, Verizon's got a 48.5, 49. So we're actually have to look at what do we want to do with this one, because it's not going to be a full profit until it's above 49, and she's only at 48.86. Okay, she did hit a high of 49.10 earlier today. Is she going to hit that again? I don't know. She's 15 cents, 14 cents off of getting us into full money, but it'll take half the profit. You know, that's pretty good. No, actually, we're losing at the moment. See, right now we're losing $47 or $50. So, let me think. I'm going to have to take a deep look at that one in a second or two, but let's take a look at the last one, at Yum, Y-U-M. Yum brand. They basically do fast foods or something with the food industry. That much I do know. All right, she goes sideways for about 3 months at the beginning of the year in the 58, 59 trading range. Right at the end of June, she jumps from 59 into a new trading range of 63, goes sideways for the whole year, and she's at 64 right now. And where are we on this? 64. All right, 63, 63 and a half. That's way in the money, so don't have to worry about that. So there's only 2 companies that we have to look at and keep our eye on. I believe the first one was ABT. ABT. Okay, 44.56. Yep, I'm looking at the 44.50. So she's 5 cents in. All right, 5 cents in the money now. Now what we could do is we could just leave it alone for the last 15 minutes of the day and hope that it stays above 44.50, that last 6 cents. But Verizon, we definitely have to do something about. Okay. All right, Verizon's at 48.85. and she's in a downtrend. So you look at that. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down days in the last 2 weeks. 10 days, 8 of them down days. It's 80% to the downside with Verizon. Now, what's Verizon going to do for the rest of the year? Let's take a quick check at it. Okay, Verizon for the rest of the year. Whoops. Okay, Verizon, we want to look at the seasonality. Where do we think it's going to go for the rest of the year? Okay, here's where she is right now. She's going to hit a tiny peak in the next couple of days and then make a drop. Then she might shoot up, make another drop, shoot up, make another drop. So let's just get out of it. Take the small loss. Small loss. I don't want to take the big loss. I want you to take a small loss on Verizon. That way we can just move on because it doesn't look very favorable at the moment. Okay, because it's at 48.84. You see, that's a telltale sign. It's 80% on the downside for the last 10 days. 8 out of 10. That's not a good sign. All right. $33. I could buy this one. Sold at 49. Lovely. Okay, so I bought half the leg to get me out of that. Now, Verizon. I bought the 49 call. So now I have I bought the 48 and a half calls. So I think I have 10 contracts, which would be 1,000 shares of Verizon come Monday morning. I think that's what I'll do, because what can I sell 48 and a halves for? VZ. $48 and a halves, selling for 45. See? So that way I can turn around next week and sell the 48 and a half, which is the exact same money I paid for them. Okay, and make a few percentage points off of that, and then get rid of them next Friday, which I think is what I'm going to do. Okay, basically that wraps it up. With all these positions, and only one of them lost us money. Well, can't really say that on Verizon, because Verizon we're actually going to end up buying 1,000 shares of Verizon come Monday morning, because the option expires today. Now we had the spread, the 48 and a half, the 49. It didn't look like it's gonna close over 49, so we would have lost that position. And do I really want to lose that position? Not really. So I'll pay a penny to get that to get rid of that 49 call. So now that I paid a penny to get rid of that 49 call, which is only what, 10, 20 bucks. Get rid of that now. I'm gonna end up buying 1,000 shares at 48 and a half. Okay, so buy it at 48 and a half. Next Monday, I'll sell the option to buy it. Someone else to buy it for me at 48 and a half, and I'll make my money back and then some. So I'm not losing anything. I'm making not as much as I want to, but I'm still making money off of it. And that's the idea, is to make money on these trades and not lose any. So it's 10 minutes of, we basically answered all the questions, and there's only one possible one that we're looking at. And like I said, it's ABT. And let's see where they are at the moment. It's only 10 minutes left. ABT. And that 1 cent into the money. Shoot. I don't know. Do I sell at 48? I think, for the last 5 minutes of the game, yep, there it goes. Okay. I bought it somewhere in the 35, sold it for 48. Granted, I didn't make all the money I wanted to make on it, but it's teetering at 45, 44.51, 44.50. So just for that last lousy penny, I'm not going to sweat it out. It's $50. Get rid of it and keep my profit. I bought it for 35, sold it for 48. It's still a profit no matter which way you look at it. Okay, so we're going to close up shop today. See if there's any questions on what we did. No questions. Great. Okay. So anyway, those are the positions that we did. We're out of there. Next week, we should be actually almost all money next week. That way, we can start over again and next week. We'll be starting the first day of the second quarter. Now we're up 37% in the first quarter alone. Most people don't do that for the whole year, but we got 37% for the first quarter. Okay, so we're looking at continuing the valuation or continuing the pricing that we've been getting with the movements that we've been making. So stay tuned and engage with us again. Ask us questions. If you're not a member, sign up. That way you can get access to the same information that I have, and you can get software also to help you get these kind of returns. Granted, you may not get the exact returns that I'm getting, but you might get close. All right. Anyway, this is James signing out from the 10-Minute Trader at Dividend Stock Talk. So we're out of here, and we will catch you next week. And if you're a member, look for the new list coming out Monday.